This is the update video. Hello, Elvis. This is my dog, Elvis. I never did a week 6 cardiac, myocarditis recovery video. So this is my week 6, even though it's been like 8 now. Yeah, way over 8, 9. I went to the doctor, and they took my blood, and I got an echocardiogram, and everything was fine. And the doctor said, no restriction on activity. I don't think he understood what that means when he said it to me. To me, I mean, maybe other people, that just means go back to sitting as they were. But so I started working out, and the day after I saw the doc, I stopped taking the pills, the heart rate, blood pressure pills. And I came home from work at 8 in the morning. I started working out in front of the house, and I felt awesome. And every round of exercises I would just throw. So I didn't have a program written, but I would just throw together a couple things, a little submaximal sprinting or some jogging and some loaded carries, and then maybe some kettlebell swings and some slam balls. And I'm doing pull-ups and push-ups. So I was pushing, and I got my heart rate up quite a bit. Not for a long time, but I was near red line, and I felt awesome. It just felt more and more awesome the more I worked, which made me realize that it's the pills that were making me weak and tired and making my chest hurt the whole time. And actually, that's kind of true, because when I took them again, because we thought maybe something we read on my, what did it say, borderline right ventricular dilation, which is not hypertrophy, it's dilation. It just means my right ventricle is a little bigger, and that is from, I assume, a little back pressure from pumping out to the lung, which is all the medical stuff that I read was because it's cardiomyopathy. I don't have congestive heart failure, all these other like dying diseases. It was just from the myocarditis, the myopericarditis. And so I tried the lisinopril and metoprolol on and off, and that stuff really, the beta blocker chills me out, but those two things together really just physically, they're no good. They really don't feel good. But now I have that contrast because now I'm well, so I can, before they helped, so I didn't know better because I didn't know if I was sick or not when I was taking them, because I felt sick from the myocarditis. So anyway, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? Stay away from pills. And I want to say do the opposite of what the doctor says, but it depends on the doctor. I just think he didn't know what he was telling me when he told what it was, it was, yeah, it's time to get back to work, jumping in the cage or some crazy stuff. No, I know how to back off and monitor my intensity, but that's just the main message from this recovery, is that I was recovered probably a little bit longer ago, but it was good I took the break because I had to study for the exam for my cert. What else? There was something else. Yeah, and life it's constant adjustment, right? So I found out also that caffeine was stressing my heart out. I was doing something. I went a little hard, a little bit too hard. I admit that. I probably wrote it like I stole it. One of my first early workouts. I mean, had a few workouts already, but kind of keeping the intensity down. And the wife and I went to the gym, and I had the bands, and I was doing these wrestling workouts with the bands, and I was doing loaded carries up to 80 pounds. And I found out I have a 24-inch vertical without the tuck of the knees. Like, I can just float up, which is pretty good for a 47-year-old guy. So don't be like, 24-inch vertical, that's nothing. Well, it is for me, especially since I don't practice jumps. And I did some of this stuff, a bunch of stuff. It wasn't heavy training. It was just a very dense and very intense body weight, martial arts, rotation, plyometric workout. And I was actually out of breath. And I rarely work out to the point where I can't breathe. I know this because somebody walked up to me, one of my fellow trainers walked up to me and said, "What are you doing?" Because he saw me doing some weird stuff he'd never seen before. And I mean, they know that I know some stuff, but he was really curious, and so I'm explaining. And I'm all like, I was out of breath. I couldn't believe it. So, and after that, my chest kind of hurt. And then I think I had an idea at some point because I did another workout a little bit lighter. I jogged instead of sub-maximal sprinting, just trot along, keep my heart rate above 120 for 20 minutes. What does that do? It felt awesome. But still, I could feel, I thought the caffeine was working on my heart. And so I stopped using the caffeine. I haven't had caffeine. Actually, no. Monday I didn't have caffeine. Tuesday I tried a sip. I opened an energy drink, took a sip, and immediately my heart went, it just tightened up right there. And I said, a little pressure. This is it. I can't do this anymore. So I haven't worked out without the caffeine yet, but I imagine it's going to be a lot easier on the recovery because I don't hurt. My chest doesn't feel tight, and I don't feel any pressure when I'm working out. I feel awesome when I'm working out. It's like the engine needs to go. So that's what's up. Yeah, staying away from the high salt, high fat. But it's funny because these are the things we do when we get older and we get damaged. And really, it's the stuff you should do when you're younger and you want to perform better anyway. And so I'm not falling apart and dying, but I'm making these changes. So now it's going to help me perform better. And I'm in the best shape. I mean, a little dip there because of the myocarditis, but way better shape than I was ever in my 20s or 30s. So that's my update. It's all done. Just going to keep on getting better. There's probably another couple months of a little bit of healing, and I should, and I will take it easier, keep it at 80 to 90, 80, all right, 80%, 90 sometimes. I'll do my best to keep it low so I don't hurt myself. Got to let the heart continue to heal. Because it is true, 3 to 6 months it takes this to go away. So, that's it for this video, and that's my update.